Yeah, it goes everybody, because we'll continue on with a game called The Devil's Whisper. Where were we? I think we were at the... We were traveling. We were doing something. Where is it? Chapter 4, Chapter 4... Here? Wait, let me just check, yeah. Still none of us were able to utter anything beyond the occasional motivational phrase to keep us from giving up. As expected, the minutes eventually turned into hours. We tirelessly traversed the depths of this mysterious forest along the same route, not really knowing if we were going down the right path. Although at first it seemed like a minor problem, little by little we were starting to get more and more tired, to the point where taking a single step became an odyssey. Things didn't get any better when our food and water reserves ran out much faster than we thought, because of how tired we were. And amidst the darkness and in a place completely unknown to us, nerves and desperation entered our every pore. Man, this became Indiana Jones real quick. Guys, don't you think we've already walked too much? Oh, God, I'm exhausted. I could barely take a few more steps. Please calm down. Everything's gonna be alright. I've been saying that for 5 hours now. Listen, the lady said that the Broken Field River is just through these woods, and we've been walking in a straight line ever since. Is it possible that we're veered off at some point?
Not for me.
Madison, come on, don't be negative.
Huh?
No, I'm serious. How long have we been like this? I grabbed my phone and unlocked it in an attempt to check the time, but the low battery icon popped up as soon as I turned it on. Every goddamn time, this goddamn phone's always low battery during the most crucial of times. Assholes. Damn, this crap never works when you really need it. Yeah, it's become a trope at this point.
I'm not really sure.
I don't want to make you guys any more nervous, but we've really come too far for not having seen any trace of the river. Stop it, please. If we keep on panicking, we'll only end up sabotaging ourselves. Let's keep on going for a little longer, okay? Trust me, I know we'll find that river. No, Andrew, look around you. Look at what time it is. We don't know anything yet. Absolutely nothing. Mom must be more than worried. She must be frantic. I don't even want to imagine how she must feel. We can't keep pretending that everything is okay. Lost or not, being here is a lousy idea from the start. Andrew paused for a few moments to think about what I said. From the look on his face, it was obvious that he was reflecting on the decision to go on this journey and the consequences it had brought us.
You got it.
You're right. I shouldn't have brought you to this place. Should have come alone, and only I should have put myself at risk with all this.
On it.
All right. Let's just calm down for a second. I'm sorry I got upset. Look, it was a lousy idea to come, but not only you are responsible, Andrew. I think if we're here, it's because we think it's the best way to deal with this whole mess, even if it's the most dangerous way. I know, but no one would be in danger if it weren't for me. We made the decision to come, no one forced us to, and that already exempts you from responsibility, got it? Andrew shook his head and looked away, observing the trees around us. Seemed like a good time to divert the topic of conversation and find a way to relieve the tension. How about that trail? It seems to me that we haven't walked that place. Pointed to a small path through the trees, which seemed to get a little more light than the rest of the forest.
I'm not really sure.
But wouldn't it be a worse idea to turn away from the path we walked? Truth is that I wasn't convinced it was a good option myself, but it was the worst time to give up. We needed to look for solutions, not more problems. I started walking towards the path I pointed at, taking the initiative and marking an advantage over the others. The first few steps felt the same, a little uncomfortable to step on because of the type of ground, but we had gotten used to it after so many hours. But the further we went, the rockier the path became, making wobble with every step we took. It got to a point where both legs were at different heights, and with every move I made, it didn't seem to be an easy task, this trail after all. God damn it, but I can't bring myself to go back because of my pride. Being a few meters in front of Andrew, an object was drawn in the distance, barely noticeable because of the darkness. However, it was so unusual to encounter something like this that it immediately caught my attention. I'm gonna go ahead. I think I saw something.
Not for me.
Well, Madison, come back here. It could be dangerous. No, don't worry. I just have to... And I had to open my big mouth. Willpower. I let out a scream as I took a misstep that sent me straight to the ground. I rolled over for several seconds on an inclined stretch of the forest, hitting my face dry when I reached the lowest point. Ah, damn it. Sometimes Andrew was so right. He ended up predicting that something bad could happen to me for stepping forward without caution. The others rushed running to me as soon as they realized I had fallen. Madison, are you okay? Still on the ground, I slowly sat up as I covered my face with one of my hands, rubbing myself from the impact. Yeah, it was just a slip. Watch out for that first step, Doc. It's a Lulu. Sudden dizziness made my vision blurry, barely being able to make out the people in front of me. As I rested my arms on the ground to gain momentum and stand up, I sensed a strange texture with my hands. Sure enough, it was the object I saw. It was an ordinary office folder, only black in color and somewhat oddly thick. I grabbed the folder with both hands and stood up, trying to keep my balance. Look, I saw this from a distance. A folder.
Why would you do that?
So weird. What would a folder be doing in the middle of the woods? I don't have a good feeling about finding this, to be honest. On the folder cover was written a short title in handwriting. For you. Unable to stand my curiosity any longer, I unlocked the folder and slowly opened it. Inside were several pages grouped with small paper clips and meticulously arranged. There was a special emphasis on the care of the writing. I would even go so far as to say that they used a stylograph. Whoever owned the folder definitely considered it a very valuable asset. I picked up the first set of pages and began to read aloud the writings on it. Read it out loud then. Nope. It was all an instant, in the faintest shadow of a dream. I was shaken to my core. The sanity, which I had been piecing together like fragile shards of glass, was shattered once more. God damn it, I worked hard on that. It took me a long time. For a while I was carried beyond the reaches of earth and freed from the limitations of this body. Nothing could keep me from my deepest desires. But just as everything that goes up must come down, all good things must end. We are all in the hands of fate. The Lord has made his decree, and death is the final word. Poopy. There was nothing to be done. My time had come. Ronald Harrison. Ah, Poopy. Son of a cop. We were all petrified as soon as I finished reading the strange manuscript. I didn't dare look up from the pages. I could even get my eyes to blink. It was so much of a shock that a little drool was about to dribble out of my mouth before I reacted. But finally, using all my willpower, I managed to utter something in a shaky voice.
What?
I don't understand.
Yeah, you and me both. I don't understand too.
It's unbelievable.
It's like Mr. Harrison wrote this at a critical moment. Yeah. Listen. There was nothing to be done. My time had come. They sound like the last words of a dying man. And a dying man who is being punished in some way.
But why would this be here?
Maybe these pages are here because Mr. Harrison died here.
Okay, then where's the body?
If I'm not mistaken, we were told that he died in a town outside the city. And that doesn't seem like a coincidence.
Oh wait, they found a body? I forget.
Looking at it this way, it seems as if Mr. Harrison has something to do with what's happening to us.
Oh God. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. He was the one who made the five of us team up. Very strange for someone like him.
So you're all putting the blame on him? Damn, dude. Damn, guys.
And that night, for whatever reason, we were the ones who ran him over. I can't say that I'm entirely clear on that, but yes, it's likely that Mr. Harrison knew something was going on with us.
If he knew, then why didn't he just text us like, hey, something going on with you guys?
Or worse, that he's responsible for it.
Oh, so that's why.
Look, there's more.
Andrew took another set of pages, pulling them out of the folder and showing them to me in the dim light that was reaching us. I looked at the pages from where I could, trying to make out a word that was written on them. The crumpled and battered pages only made it more obvious that they had been torn from somewhere, more specifically an encyclopedia.
An encyclopedia? Why would Mr. Harrison have an interest in this?
He's an educational man. He wants something educational. Oh God, an encyclopedia. Isn't those books thick or something?
If we read what it says, we would know why he had an interest in this.
I read in my mind the contents of the pages, trying to understand what they said and looking for a relation to what was happening to us. Rituals for abundance. Rituals for fertility. Rituals for good harvest. Rituals for resurrection.
Rituals for resurrection? Hey, look at this. This section is highlighted with a red marker.
I went through the manuscript one more time and saw the information about the resurrection ritual. Yeah, they definitely had to have a connection if they were in the same folder, but it scared me just to think what it could mean. And the worst came in my mind. The puzzle came together and I finally understood what the purpose of all this was.
So, according to the manuscripts, Mr. Harrison achieved his greatest desires before he died.
Which is to get run over by a car or a group of people that he knows, what? What a weird way to... what a weird way for his desire.
And here's the resurrection ritual.
It was only necessary to remember that a few months ago, Mr. Harrison's wife passed away. And all of us were well aware of it, the professor himself having told us when it all happened. The 5 of us were his support at the times when he was most depressed. Maybe that very sadness drove him to commit this insanity.
So he was trying to bring his wife back to life?
Sure. We were petrified again when we realized that what this could be about. It seemed to be the clearest and most direct clue as to what was happening to us, almost as if something magical was guiding us. But as much as we wanted to know the truth, accepting it was something we were unwilling to do.
Oh my goodness. So that's why Mr. Harrison had the book that night we ran him over. He was conjuring up some kind of ritual.
Would that explain why he also disappeared?
It's illogical. There's gotta be something else behind it.
Andrew, I've lost my sense of reason. I don't know what's real and what's not anymore.
I can't accept this. It goes against all logic.
What logic do you want us to follow if we're supposed to be dealing with witchcraft or whatever this is called?
Anybody else got some Snickers or something? I think we're just hungry.
Besides, I still don't understand something. What do we have to do with any of this?
We ran over the guy that tried to bring his wife back to life.
I mean, even if Mr. Harrison was the one who was doing these rituals to resurrect his wife, and assuming it really happened, why are we the ones who are being affected?
Because we ran over the guy that tried to resurrect his wife.
I don't know, but I'm sure Mr. Harrison is behind it all.
Because we ran over the guy that tried to resurrect his wife.
Since he put together that weird team for us to work with, he knew he was getting us involved in all of this.
Because he wanted to resurrect his wife.
But what happened the night we hit him? And how is it possible he disappeared so suddenly?
Because he's the guy that tried to resurrect his wife. Fuck, I wish I had all the answers. It's also confusing. My mind can't take it anymore. I just want to get out of this place. So you think it's time to find our way back? No, we haven't found the river yet, much less its mouth. That's enough, Andrew. What else do you want? It's enough for today. We can't go on like this. You can't or you don't wanna. Let's see here, number 5. It's not important right now.
Not happening.
It's not important if I do or don't want to do it. Have you noticed where we are? We're in a forest that so far poses no real danger to us. Except for, the dangers of starvation, but sure. Lost. We're lost in the middle of the damn forest, and we have to call for help to be rescued from. Well, there's no signal on our cell phones. How do you plan to communicate with the outside? And how do you plan to keep walking? Our legs hurt like hell. Can't take this anymore, Andrew. Just don't. I'll go alone then, but I'm not giving up, not after all we've been through. We've walked too far for too many hours. I'm not going to throw it all away. You'd rather die then? I'll die if I have to. I'm sure Dad would be proud of me. Dad's dead, Andrew, and he would never have to put us in danger from the first place. Then go back to Mom and pretend everything's okay. Pretend there's no danger lurking in the shadows without us being able to do something about it. This is not the solution, and because of your damn hero complex, we'll be stuck in this fucking forest. Why do you talk about your superiority complex? You always yell at everyone like you're our mother.
Not happening.
This is my limit, Andrew. I will not tolerate one more of your offenses. And I will not tolerate you wanting to keep controlling everything around you.
Oh, shut up!
I'll go back by myself then. You go and investigate in your damn river. Good compromise. Good song. Oh wait, what the hell? Yeah, lightning. Which is also accompanied by rain. Wait, what? She got struck by lightning? The discussion reached its tense point almost as if by fate. A thunderous sound was heard all around us, accompanied by an intense flash. Did she fucking get lightning electrocuted or some shit? Apparently, lightning had struck a gigantic tree near us, causing it to collapse along with the others. Oh, it didn't get struck by lightning. The lightning struck a tree that fell on Madison. Oh crap, that's even worse. Both are equally bad. So not just Madison, also Claire. I watched Claire get brutally whipped by a branch that broke off the tree, which sent her several feet away from me. An intense tremor caused me to lose my balance and fall crashing to the ground. Because of the impact of the thunder, my vision was blurred and I couldn't make out what was around me. And while I couldn't see what was happening, I could hear everything perfectly well. Our sight may be gone, but at least we still have our sense of hearing. The rest of my senses sharpened with each of the events, making susceptible to the slightest sound. Footsteps, movements, knocking, so many things at the same time. Couldn't let another moment pass in this eternal uncertainty. First, I squatted down with my hands open in the air and tried to get some balance. Immediately after this, I am feeling confident enough to not fall again. I slowly stretched my legs out until I was standing. Strained my eyes hard and tried to see through the trees. In front of me was cleared a path that we hadn't seen before. Was cleared a path? In front of me was a cleared path that we hadn't seen before. There we go. Nevertheless, a tree seemed to have fallen where we were moments ago, blocking the path towards which had originally been heading. There didn't seem to be anyone else standing, so I looked around me. However, one I found on the ground was Claire. Apparently, she hadn't recovered yet from the impact. Get up, you! An immediate sense of worry came over me as soon as I realized that we were no longer all together. I didn't wait another moment before trying to call my brother.
Andrew? Where are you?
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Please, answer me if you can hear me.
Several seconds passed, which further triggered my anxiety levels, not knowing what happened to my brother. He got squished by the trees. But then I was brought back to my senses when a familiar voice echoed from a distance.
Madison, can you hear me?
I'm right here. Can you hear me?
Mic check, can you hear me?
Madison, are you alright? I can't see you anywhere.
How? Use your eyes, open up.
I can't see you either. Where are you?
I don't know. Do you know what happened?
I just remembered there was a thunder and everything went black. And now there's a tree in front of me and another road seems to have cleared. I just don't understand.
You serious?
Yeah, it looks like a tree has collapsed and is blocking both of our paths. Go around. Damn it, can't you find a way to get here? Can't even see you. The tree won't let me find you. What? And what are we gonna do? Answer me, Andrew. I command you.
I don't get it.
I don't know, damn it. I can't stay here. Please don't leave me alone. Listen, the tree only split the group in two. You're not alone, Madison. Claire must be with you. Hey, nothing bad is going to happen. I promise you that. I have to continue this journey, Madison.
Why would you do that?
What the heck does that mean? I'll continue alone until I reach the river.
I need you to go back to town, Madison. Call for help and tell the police everything that's happened.
The hell are you talking about, Andrew? I don't...
It's the only choice, Madison. I won't put you in any more danger.
Cool, so I used the tree excuse so that he can continue on the journey and stuff.
No! Damn it, I won't let you!
Just do as you're told, lady.
I'm sorry.
It's gonna be okay, Madison. Nothing bad is going to happen to us. Well, look who finally woke up. A soft voice echoed next to me. A voice I wish I hadn't heard any other time, but it made me feel a little reassured. Claire, you have to understand me. Andrew is my brother. I can't just let him walk away. I'll be fine, I promise. What if something happens to you? What if you don't come home, just like Dad? I know Dad would have been proud of both of us. My face was streaked with tears from the helplessness I felt. I refused with all my might to accept being separated from my brother.
We've never been apart, Andrew. Never.
Maybe being apart is helpful for the both of us. You really are clingy, you know that?
And we're never going to be apart. We are bound together. And our sibling bond is something that no one will ever break. But this is my time to leave. To find my way. And it's time for you to find yours.
I knew this was goodbye. I felt like hearing the last words before a tragic event. Yep. A red flag has been triggered.
Goodbye, Madison. Don't you ever forget how much I love you.
No, Andrew, no! Please, get back!
Doom, 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 doom. Get back. I screamed at the top of my lungs to stop him from leaving alone.
Please. Please.
I dropped to my knees on the floor, completely defeated by what had just happened. What the hell do? I have absolutely no idea which way to go.
God, I want to go home. I just want to go home.
You really just want to go home, or do you want to solve the mystery and stuff?
Madison, come on. We have to go back. No! I don't want to!
Quit acting like a baby. Come on, go home.
Why? Why does all this have to happen?
Because you ran over the guy that wanted to resurrect his wife.
If only we hadn't gone out that night. It's all his fault. Damn Ronald Harrison. You're such a bastard.
Oh, so now you're pointing fingers at a dead guy. Come on, real classy, Madison, real classy.
It's your fault I can lose my brother. Forever. I'm glad his wife is dead. He deserves it, that asshole.
Dude, relax. I mean, yeah, I guess your brother could die, but depends on my choices, I guess.
Madison, snap out of it!
Yeah, come on, this is so awkward, man. Ow. A dry slap to my face, even though it's wet from the rain, but okay, dry slap it is then.
Claire?
That is definitely her name.
Move! Aren't you the one who's always yelling at everyone else? Aren't you the one who hates crybabies?
Oh boy, character development.
What?
What, your hearing gone low as well?
I know what you're feeling. I know how it feels to be alone and not having a clear path to follow.
Yeah, we've seen that on your route, like, Jesus.
But if I've been able to face my family, despite the beatings and abuse, then you can get out of this situation too! The Madison I know would never give up so soon. Listen to me, Madison. I'm not going to let you stay here. Do you understand?
While you guys are talking, Andrew has left already. Just saying. He's on a journey to solve this madness. Took a shaky breath as I put on the most shocked expression I had shown in a long time. I stared at the forest for a moment, losing myself in my own thoughts as I tried to regain consciousness.
You're right.
Oh my god, I'm right for the first time.
I can't give up now. Not after everything that's happened.
I was still crying and my words were heavy, but this time I felt a strong determination that had been injected into me by Claire. Who would have thought? The person I used to hate the most was being my greatest ally in my moments of crisis. I placed my hands on my face, trying to calm the storm of emotions I had inside me. Wouldn't it be funny if the storm just kinda went away as well? I felt a sharp pain in my throat, the result of the screaming and moaning I had been doing for several minutes. As a consequence, breathing was become more and more complicated. I had no clear route to follow either. Yeah, I had a new path in front of me, but what was to assure me that it would not be my path to my own death? Perhaps death was what suited me best in those moments of despair. If only I had known all that was about to happen to me, I never have considered making the journey. I should have put up more resistance to Andrew's urging. That was the only thing going through my mind. But now he's dead. In the midst of my confused thoughts and my lack of motivation due to the immense loneliness I felt, I caught a familiar voice a few feet behind me.
Sweetie Pie?
What the My heart stopped for a moment when I realized who it was. I didn't want to look up. I didn't want to meet his face. What if it's just a dream? What if I'm just imagining this? I didn't want to look up. I didn't want to meet his face. Meet him!
Conrad, how did you...
I heard Claire's voice coming towards them, which made me realize that this wasn't just a hallucination. I got up from the ground looking for the source of the voice. Behind me, I easily found the figure of Conrad. Conrad! Oh look, his eyes are red. He's not the Conrad we know. It was indeed him, the same old Conrad, except with the red eyes. Red eyes, yellow hair, man. Or maybe not so much. A strange reddish glow in his eyes made his appearance heavy and overwhelming just to look at. Yeah, there you go.
Conrad? How is this possible?
The miracle of science and supernatural, baby.
No. They told us you were dead.
Yeah, ever heard of homunculus? Yeah. Claire said, hiding behind me. You coward. After displaying the bravery at that time, you suddenly hid behind me. Come on.
You can't be alive.
And yet, here I am.
Oh, Madison. Can't you see that I'm right in front of you? Alive or not, I'm here. What's the matter, babe?
It seemed like he was making a romantic speech by the words, except his tone sounded more like a threat. Without a doubt, what shook me the most was his strange way of speaking. His way of speaking to me, his way of replying to everything I said to him. And on top of that, a stream of drool was falling every few seconds from Conrad's mouth, which only made the situation weirder and out of the ordinary.
Do you know what a desperate man does for a woman's love?
Give his simps?
Huh? Conrad, you're freaking me out.
Oh, but you have no reason to be worried. Unless you're not willing to collaborate with me.
You got a YouTube channel? Gotta hear that collaboration has become a term in the YouTube sphere. Like, oh, you're gonna collab with that guy? Ah, fuck that.
Conrad, stop. This isn't funny.
Funny? You think this is funny? You know nothing! You don't know what I've had to deal with! You don't know how much I have suffered! Because of you!
I don't understand a word of this, Conrad. Please stop.
My understanding of the English language is slowly deteriorating. Everything you just said, I don't understand a word of this. So, stop it.
You know when I'm gonna stop. When you belong to me! I've wanted so badly for us to be a cute couple. I wanted you and me to be what Claire and I were one day. And you know what I realized? You want me to force you to answer?
I don't know! I don't fucking know what you realized!
I realized that I love you, Madison. And that for your love, I'd do anything. Even return from the dead. Just for you.
A horrible shudder made me shiver as I listened to Conrad. I was very afraid of where all this was going. And my fear did not stem from a supernatural factor because I believed Conrad had really come back from the dead. Oh no. The source of my fear was that Conrad was losing his mind for whatever reason, or because he survived. He was brought back from the dead.
What the hell did you do, Conrad?
Just think about it, babe. You and me together.
Isn't that a song?
We'll find our way out of this place. We'll chart our own path to happiness. We don't have to stay trapped in the darkness anymore. And I don't mean the darkness of the forest, but the darkness of our lives.
At this point, there was no doubt in my mind that Conrad was not in his right mind. In a second, I was distracted. Conrad came towards me, grabbing my chin, trying to get closer to my mouth. Oh, god damn it. Sorry, fellas. You have to edit here because I have to prepare for work. So this is the Devil's Whisper. Look who's back. If you want to try the game for yourselves, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves.